Hello friends, welcome to AIMS Today YouTube channel. Now here we are going to say about IIT NEET Foundation Chemistry Atomic Structure Chapter Part 6. In this we are going to see the principle which governs us to understand the electron configurations of elements. The filling of electrons into different orbitals is governed by the following rules. They are Abbo principle, Hund's rule and Pauli's exclusion principle. Now let us see first one, Abbo principle. Here the word Abbo is a German word which means building up. Thus, this is also known as the building up rule or building up principle. The building up of orbitals means the filling up of orbitals with electrons. This Abbo principle states that the electrons in an atom occupy the orbitals in the order of their increasing energy. In other words, we can see electrons occupy first the lowest energy orbitals available to them and then enter into higher energy orbitals only when these lower energy orbitals are completely filled. Since the energy of an orbital in the absence of any magnetic field depends upon the principal quantum number as well as on the magnetic quantum number L, the order of filling of orbitals with electrons may be obtained from the following generalization also. That is, the orbitals for which n plus L value is lowest are filled first. If one or more than one orbitals have the same n plus L value, then the orbital having lower n value is filled first. The sequence in which the electrons occupy various orbitals can be easily remembered with the help of a diagram called Moeller diagram. This we can say as a Moeller diagram. In this it is representing the way of filling of electrons into different orbitals, the order in which they are being filled. First, 1s orbital is filled with electrons. After completely filling this 1s orbital, electrons enters into 2s orbital and then to 2p and then 3s orbital. In this way, electrons enters into the orbitals in the increasing order of their energy or n plus L value. So in the same we get one clarity here. After filling 3p orbital, electrons enters into 4s orbital instead of 3d. Even though these 3s, 3p, 3d are in the same orbit, electrons after filling 3p they enter into 4s orbital because the n plus L value or energy of 4s is comparatively less than 3d. That is why after filling 3p electrons enters into 4s and then to 3d. This is the order of filling of electrons into different orbitals. The order of filling of various orbitals with electrons obtained by this rule can be shown as this: 1s, 2s, 2p, 3s, 3p and so on. Now let us say about Hund's rule. This rule deals with the filling of electrons into degenerate orbitals of the same subshell. Here the degenerate represents the same energy, or simply to say, the orbitals in the same subshell are called as degenerate orbitals. This principle is very important in guiding the filling of electrons into p, d and f orbitals. That means these are subshells p, d and f contains more than one orbitals in them. So these orbitals in the same subshell are called as degenerate orbitals. How these degenerate orbitals are being filled by the electrons is explained by this Hund's rule. Hund's rule states that electron pairing takes place only after all the available degenerate orbitals are occupied by one electron each. Let us see with one example. For example, consider the carbon atom whose atomic number is 6. It has 6 electrons. The first electron goes into 1s orbital of the K shell because it is the lowest energetic orbital. So let us consider the first electron entered into 1s orbital. This electron will be paired up with the first electron in the same orbital. So second electron also will come into 1s orbital to pair up with this already existing first electron. Similarly, in the same way, the third and fourth electrons occupy 2s orbital of K shell. So after filling 1s orbital, electrons enters into 2s orbital. The third and fourth are occupying this. the fifth electron goes into 2p orbital of the L shell. Let us consider that as a 2px. Means a 2p subshell contains 3 orbitals. Out of them, one of the orbital is occupied by this fifth electron. Let us consider that as a 2px orbital. Since the 3p orbitals are degenerate, those are 2px, 2py, 2pz are degenerate, the sixth electron goes into 2py or 2pz, but not into 2px. Thus, the electron configuration of car can be written as 1s2, 2s2, 2px1 and 2py1, or it also can be represented as this in the diagrammatic form. In this diagrammatic form, the arrows indicates electrons with the spins plus half and minus half. The arrows representing in the upward direction represents positive spin electrons whose value is plus half, and the electrons which are downward representing the electrons in the anti-clockwise spin, and they are having the value minus half. Hund's rule is also known as Hund's rule of maximum multiplicity. That means Hund's rule of maximum multiplicity states that a given electronic configuration, the term with maximum multiplicity falls with the lowest energy. According to this rule, electron pairing in p, d and f orbitals cannot occur until each orbital of a given subshell contains one electron each or singly occupied. Pauli's principle or Pauli's exclusion principle. In 1925, Wolfgang Pauli proposed this exclusion principle. This principle is very useful in construction of the electron configuration of the atoms. Now, according to this principle, no two electrons in an atom can have the same values for all the 4 quantum numbers. For example, 1s orbital of helium atom, there are 2 electrons. According to the concept of quantum numbers and Pauli's principle, their quantum numbers are written so. Here, let us consider this is a 1s orbital of helium. It has 2 electrons. Now, if you write the electron configuration or quantum numbers for these 2 electrons, first electron gets quantum numbers 1 and n value 1, L value 0, and magnetic quantum number m value also 0, and spin quantum number plus half. Whereas for the second electron, these values are there. Here, the plus and minus signs before half refers to the clockwise and anti-clockwise spins of these 2 electrons. So, the electron with the clockwise spin, that is shown in the upward direction, has a spin quantum number value plus half. The electron with the anti-clockwise spin, which is shown here downward direction, is getting minus half. Thus, the 2 electrons are having the same values for first 3 quantum numbers. They are n, l and m. Could you have different value for s? That is, their spins are opposite in direction. This leads to a very significant observation that an orbital can have maximum 2 electrons, and these 2 must be in the opposite direction spins. For example, 2 electrons in an orbital can be represented by these diagrams here. This is a correct way. Either one should be in the positive spin, the other one should be with the anti-clockwise spin or negative spin. So these 2 might be correct spins. Here, one more way they have shown here, the 2 electrons in an orbital with the same directional spin, means with the positive spin or negative spin. These 2 are incorrect spins. In 1 and 2 representations, the 2 electrons have opposite spins. That is, if one is revolving in the clockwise, the other one is revolving in the anti-clockwise spin. So these 2 will be correct spins. In 3rd and 4th representations, the 2 electrons have the same spin. That means either in the clockwise or anti-clockwise spins. So according to Pauli's exclusion principle, the presentations 1 and 2 will be correct now, because the both should have opposite spins. So this might be correct, and 3rd and 4th representations are incorrect. So thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon for